Welcome back. Last episode, we assisted the priests of Kilcreath Temple who had been attacked by the Ice Reach Coven in the form of a harrow storm. We discovered that the harrow storms create harrows, a type of feral vampire. Finn has gone to consult with a clever woman near Marthal, otherwise known as a practitioner of a rare magic that's enriched in the old magical traditions. We go now to the Blue Palace to inform Queen Gerhyld of our findings and try to convince High King Svargrim of this plot against us by the Ice Reach Coven.
That's one of the Queen's attendants. Let's get inside.
Oh no, what could have happened? An assassin? No.
Be strong, Svanna.
Mother! No! No!
Svanna, your father, the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead.
If you had listened to us...
Like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
Father, please.
This is terrible. And the Queen was one of the ones who believed that there was a conspiracy going on.
Gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right.
How did an assassin even get that close to the Queen?
Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Ice Reach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is.
Yeah, it probably is. So what do we do now?
Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily. Maybe even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right.
All right. I'll see what I can find. Turning to the west side of the castle, we notice some broken glass in the corner. Oh, what's this? Shattered glass. Nimona notices that the glass is on the inside of the castle, so whatever came in through the small opening came from outside. It looks to be a vampire to her, because vampires are known to be able to turn into a sort of mist or bat swarm that could easily fly in through here this way. Nimona also finds a medallion, although this is not noted until we speak with Lyris. Going to the main entry, we can find Lyris waiting for us.
Svanna's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin?
I found this medallion nearby, beneath a broken window.
We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Ice Reach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in?
The High King seemed pretty angry to me.
Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid.
Yeah.
Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs.
All right, lead the way. Heading upstairs, we go to plead with High King Svargrim to see the truth behind the assassination.
We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
You tell him, Lyris.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? I am not so easily duped, outsider.
It's not Urine you need to be concerned with. It's the Ice Reach Coven.
Reach witches? They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you.
Have you heard about the Harrow storm that struck Kilcreath? It turned your people into harrow fiends.
Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, he no longer speaks of such things. I am the Wolf of Solitude. I know my enemies.
Queen Gerhyld asked us to bring you proof. That might be why the Coven killed her.
You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through your treacherous lips. Away with you! And pray I don't find evidence that ties you to the Queen's murder. That would not go so well for you.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Well, now what? Savannah!
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could.
I'm sorry, Savannah.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother?
We were gathering evidence to convince the High King of the threat to your kingdom.
Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her?
Yeah, the Ice Reach Coven has come to Western Skyrim. It looks like they killed the Queen.
And did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds?
Well, the High King won't listen to us. He thinks this is all some plot of the Skald King.
My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned. Please, find whoever did this and stop them.
We'll do what we can, Your Highness.
I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time, the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something.
Did you get a good look at the assassin?
He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was nothing but shadows.
Sounds like a vampire to me. Could you talk to the High King about this threat? He might listen to you.
My father? Listen to me? When horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone.
Oh, don't say that. I heard what your mother told you. She didn't believe that, and neither should you.
I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that.
Are you gonna be alright?
No. My mother... The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her murdered. I need to pull myself together. She asked me to watch over my father. The kingdom. I can't let her down.
Try to hang on. We'll see what we can do.
I'd rather not leave Svanna alone. We don't know if any more Ice Reach Coven agents are lurking about. Besides, you're better at talking to people than I am. Find witnesses. Track where the assassin fled to. I'll make sure Svanna gets someplace safe.
Alright. You don't think the Blue Palace is safe? I could see why.
The assassin may have leapt out the window, but he must have had help to get that close to the king and queen. Even Yoren's guard had traitors willing to help the coven, so why not here too? What was the name of that orc at the Lonely Troll?
Bonk?
Yeah, Mog. He's lazy and a drunk, but I don't see him as a backstabber. Svanna trusts him. It might put her at ease to have a familiar face around. The princess needs someone to lean on right now, and neither of us has time to play nursemaid.
Alright. I'll try to track down the assassin. Does that mean you're going to the Lonely Troll Inn? Alright.
Come on, princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
We leave Savannah in Lyris's Tinder hands and go out into Solitude to see if we can hunt down where this assassin may have gone. Luckily, he left a trail for us to follow. Unfortunately, it just brings more heartache and sadness to this already bad situation. Oh, what happened here?
My wife, she is like ice, so cold, so pale. All the warmth sucked out of her.
What happened to your wife?
There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way, except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. Then he tossed her aside, pale as snow.
Where did this man go?
He was fast, so fast. Ran to the Hall of the Dead. He never even looked back at what he had done.
Heading further away from the Blue Palace down the main thoroughfare, we find another witness and dead bodies at the Hall of the Dead. Oh no. Two more?
Will you pray with me for these poor souls? Cut down and bound for the Hall of the Dead much too soon.
Tell me what happened here.
It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from these poor souls. I called upon Arkay's grace, and the vampire fled before his sacred presence.
Which way did the vampire flee?
Toward the main gate. I pray the guard finished off the depraved creature before it took another innocent life.
Hurrying towards the main gate, we find one last dead body just inside the entrance. Another victim? Shield Corporal Thajal. We've met before.
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong?
A priest said a vampire came this way. Is that what happened here?
A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Sonolia's throat and fled through the gate before I could stop him. What do you know about all this? And why is it any of your business?
Why do you have such a German accent in Skyrim? It makes you sound evil, the way you're portraying that. The vampire assassinated Queen Gerhyld. Princess Savannah asked me to track him down.
The Queen's dead?
Yep.
What about the High King? He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away.
Nimona has two choices here. She could say, your head is probably the least of your worries once the High King hears about this. But Nimona decides to take the second choice and be a bit more empathetic about this. No one was able to stop the assassin. You did what you could.
Yeah. It's not like I opened the gate and let him slink off. The real problem's at the palace. No more questions. I've got to secure the gate and take care of poor Sonolia.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start.
Laris?
Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? Forget that for now. Tell me about the assassin. Did anyone get a good look at the murderer?
The assassin killed more people as he fled out the city gate. A priest identified him as a vampire.
That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily. We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Anything else to report?
Other than the assassin was a vampire who wore an eye patch and escaped? No.
Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again?
Fenorian. He said he was going to see a clever woman near Marthal.
Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Savannah. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered. We're going to need her to get the High King to trust us. And I'm calling him Fen. It's simpler.
Finn it is. I'll find him and see if he can help us track down Queen Gerhyld's assassin. Leaving Solitude and heading south into the marshes near Marthal, we can find Finn pretty much right in the middle, just northwest of Marthal.
Welcome to the middle of nowhere, my friend. You must be freezing. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me how your audience with the High King went.
Not well. The Ice Reach Coven assassinated Queen Gerhyld. Now Savgrin distrusts us even more.
A bold move, even for them. Old Njolin and I have been comparing notes, and we've made some progress studying the Harrowstorm ritual. What happened to your large friend with the axe, by the way?
Laris? Oh, she stayed behind to safeguard Princess Savannah. I need your help, though. The assassin is a vampire.
We knew that vampires were working with the Coven. And old Njolin and I can say with certainty that the feral Harrow Fiends are byproducts of Harrow Storms. You think the assassin was one of the vampires in league with the Coven?
I know it was a vampire. He wore an eye patch and dropped this medallion when he fled.
An eye patch? That's uncommon. And this insignia, I've seen it before. It's the same as the symbol that decorates the urns smuggled out of Bankarai. If it belongs to a vampire bloodline, I'm not familiar with it. I suggest you ask Njolin.
All right. Hello.
Local wisdom dictates that only the very brave or the very foolish seek the counsel of vampires and old crones. Which are you, I wonder? Well, out with it. What can old Njolin do for you?
What can you tell me about this medallion?
A grim talisman. It bears an enchantment of some kind, though the symbol upon it holds no significance that I'm aware of. I can help find the owner of this medallion, but I need some specific items to cast such a divination.
What do you need?
Bring me the bones of a wolf and a deathbell plant pulled up by its roots. I need the plant alive. The wolf, not so much. With those reagents, I can conjure a divination that will lead you directly to the last person to wear this medallion.
Oh, all right. I'll gather the reagents and return soon.
Deathbell grows throughout the bog. You should have no trouble acquiring it. Wolves are plentiful in the wilderness around Morthal as well, but be cautious. Many seem afflicted by a strange curse. I would hate for you to run afoul of it.
What kind of curse?
An icy rime clings to the wolves, sapping the heat and life from their bodies until only a frigid, shambling corpse remains. You are safe from them here, but be mindful out in the wild.
Okay. That's a weird curse. Heading out, we find the death bells just east of the clever woman's campsite, guarded by 2 bears that are fairly easy to take out. Gathering the death bells, we head southeast where we find the wolf bones. I never saw any cursed wolves on this leg of our journey. I did come across what I believe they call an old cairn out here in the marshes that had a frost troll rock thrower. After I took him out, I found a heavy sack nearby and a treasure chest. Another player had already tried cracking it, so I just let them be. Returning to Finn in Old Mulgen. I have returned.
Welcome back. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me about the reagents I requested.
Here are the wolf bones and the death bell you asked for.
Good, good. Divinations can be fickle. The longer we delay, the colder the trail grows. Let's see if we can catch the scent of your prey.
All right.
Mother Wolf, hear me. We seek your blessing in our hunt. Lead us to our elusive quarry. Mother Wolf smiles upon you. She has seen fit to join your pack and aid you in your hunt.
Oh. How will that help me find the vampire assassin?
Mother Wolf has the scent and will lead you to your quarry. I have enchanted the medallion with a divination spell inextricably linked to its owner. Hold it to your nose and breathe deeply. It will guide you along his trail.
Okay, so it'll take me directly to him?
Mother Wolf will guide you along the way, but you must still complete the hunt and find him. If the assassin eludes you, use the medallion to recover his trail. The wolf is relentless in her pursuit. The question is, will you be like the wolf?
Oh, yes. I'll find the Queen's assassin. Using the enchanted Ice Reach Coven medallion, we see a figure of a man at a campsite.
And look! The magic points to the west.
I missed the opportunity to talk to Finn as I chased after this ball of light leading me to the west. Reaching the spot it led me to, there's a body behind this bush and a traveler's backpack.
The assassin drained her of blood.
Oh, Fenorian. I didn't know you were following me.
Judging by the state of her body, she hasn't been dead very long. Use the medallion again. The assassin might be nearby.
All right.
He must have been desperate to feed while trying to escape.
We see the vampire surrounded by what looks like Valmore tints. Going back to Fenorian, we speak with him.
Is it wrong to find these visions so intriguing?
No.
This one showed your assassin again, eye patch and all, by a cave near a waterfall. And the ball of magicka drifted toward the west again. I suggest we go that way as quickly as possible.
What about the victim we found here?
There's nothing we can do for her. The vampire assassin drained all the blood from her body. He took his time with her, I think. Probably needed to recover his strength after the events at the palace. Let's get after him before the trail grows cold.
All right. Is there anything in her backpack? No. Heading west once again, we find a cave next to a waterfall not far away. We've come across Chillwind Depths. This is a local delve of the area. I fully explored it during a live stream just a few weeks ago. I'll try to remember to put a link up above in the corner if you'd like to check that out. Rumors concerning the series of caves referred to as Chillwind Depths include such tales as giant insects, lost reach treasures, and pale-skinned humanoids with a hunger for Nord flesh. The truth of these stories remains to be verified, but few people dare to venture into its interior.
Yes, this is definitely the place in the vision. I'll slip past and scout ahead.
All right. Leave me to fend for myself. Exploring the cave, it is littered with spiders and bears obviously at the entrance, and even Falmer later on. We head south to begin with, searching for any clues that may explain where this vampire had gone to. Once we reach the first cavern, we head east, up a path, and then through some water until we reach what appears to be a gate of some kind down here. This is where we first meet the Falmer. Fighting them off, we see a partially covered doorway just to the north. Going through this secluded hideaway, oh no, Fenorian is in trouble.
I'll deal with you next time, you fag.
Fenorian, are you okay?
Once again, I prove that I'm a scholar, not a warrior. I don't think he expected another vampire, though.
Well, I see you found the vampire assassin.
I found the camp. Thought it was deserted, but the assassin must have been hiding in the shadows. He got the drop on me.
Well, at least he didn't hurt you too badly before he got away.
It had more to do with your arrival than anything I did. Luckily, he left behind his belongings when he departed. I saw a map and some documents over there. Why don't you take a look while I deal with this wound?
I'll see what I can find out. Luckily, Fenorian seems to be okay. Looking around, we see a letter near a tent and in a cage of some kind. Pintrex's orders. Pintrarch Korub. The hero storm at Kilcreath met with unexpected resistance. Our enemies have taken notice of our movements and seek to expose our plans. They are meddlesome, but few in number. Deprive them of their sympathetic ear at court, and we may pluck 2 thorns from our side in one simple stroke. The coven has lost a beloved sister, and they cry for vengeance. Indulge them, my brother. R. Well, this letter explains why Queen Gerhyld was assassinated. It was for vengeance against us killing Sister Imbrit last episode, and an attempt to prevent more suspicion towards their activities. Taking a closer look at the cage, it appears that at least 2 people were held here. It doesn't look like a very sturdy cage to me. On the west side of the campsite, near Finn, we find another letter. Assassin's letter. Hintrex Corp. The mining consortium is in place and ready for your use. None of these stupid miners have any idea what they have unwittingly signed on for, nor do they truly know the extent of the majestic terrain spread before them. They will do the work and guard their secrets closely, ensuring our own secrets remain undiscovered in the darkness below. We shall continue to replenish the workers periodically, so feel free to dine or send them to your alchemist as you see fit. And when the time comes to perform the ritual, they will be in place to provide the energy we need. Sister Tharda. So it appears they have enslaved miners or hired on miners that are not actually aware of what they are truly for. We find a crude map on a crate to the south of the tents. It shows a mine or possibly a cave, some sort of entrance into a mountain.
I didn't get a good look at that before. Mind bringing it over?
Sure thing, Finn.
Let me take a look at what you found.
Of course, there are 2 letters and a map.
The letters are both addressed to the vampire assassin. Hentark Korb. That's an unusual title. This one gives the order to assassinate the queen, where the language is guarded. The other talks about miners and a final ritual. Very ominous.
What do you make of the map?
It looks like a map to a mine in Carthald. It could be the one mentioned in the letter. If that's the target of another Harrowstorm ritual, we need to stop it. Head south to the mine. I'll get word to Lyris and have her meet you there.
Oh, okay. Well, Lyris is in Solitude. I thought you tried to avoid large cities.
My particular habits aside, one of us needs to find the assassin, and the other needs to alert Lyris Titanborn. I can handle the latter.
Okay.
Besides, I have no intention entering Solitude. A courier should have no trouble picking Lyris out of a crowd.
All right, sounds good. Heading north, we find a quick exit to the main chamber just inside the doorway to Chillwind Depths. Reaching the outside, we head south until we come across this mine that Finn thinks the map shows. Approaching the mine, it seems Lyris and Finn were right on our tail.
As evil lairs go, I'm not impressed.
I'll take that as a good sign.
Wow, you guys made it here quick.
We think this old mine is where our assassin fled to? Good a place as any to bury him.
Did Finn inform you of our findings?
The clever woman helped you track the Queen's assassin to his hideout in Chillwind Depths. He got away, but left behind evidence that the Coven's planning another Harrowstorm in this mine, and we're going to wreck those plans. I miss anything?
Nope. Since the assassin escaped, they're probably expecting us.
Good. Less chance of them scurrying away if they think they have the advantage. I'm tired of chasing these rats through the shadows. Are you ready to end this?
Yeah, let's go. But I feel like we're not actually going to be ending it.
These tunnels better be dug on the large size.
As Lyris and Finn head on in, I check out a book nearby, Cheeses of Skyrim, Riften, and Velkreath. Take a gander if you'd like. It is quite amusing. Hey, where did my friends go? Going into the mine, we shortly discover that this is Silver Snow Mine. It is interesting to note that there are rumors of a missing bard musical instrument somewhere along this shaft we've recently heard.
Scaffolding. Let's follow it down.
Careful. The structure doesn't appear to be completely stable.
Relax. It'll take more than a rickety structure to take down Lyris Titanborn.
Actually, I was more concerned for my own well-being, but if you insist.
I think there's a cavern up ahead.
I think it's more than a cavern.
Blackreach again. Like beneath Eastmarch. Does it extend below all of Skyrim?
Blackreach. So the legends are true. But why is there a town down here?
Indeed. Why?
Blackreach. Again. It must be vast to extend this far from Eastmarch. I can't believe people are living down here.
No sign of the vampire assassin yet.
No, but all the evidence you found suggests he's down here somewhere. Let's go see what the miners can tell us. But be ready for anything. This place has ambush written all over it.
Okay, so how do you want to handle this?
Let's split up. Take a look around. Ask some questions. If the assassin passed through that ramshackle town, maybe someone saw him.
Okay.
Call out if you run into trouble, but don't make a move until we're all back together.
You think we should split up?
We can cover more ground that way. And lone travelers are less conspicuous than a large group. Plus, if one of us gets into trouble, the others can come to the rescue. Just stay close to the town. We don't want to become totally separated down here.
Okay.
My research into Skyrim included the legends of Blackreach, of course. But I never expected to see it. It's massive. That letter you found in the assassin's hideout. It mentioned a mining consortium in the darkness below. Could this be the place?
That letter indicated that the Coven was using the miners for various purposes.
Right. If the assassin is part of a vampire clan working with the Coven, I couldn't imagine a better hiding place than this land of constant night.
Yeah.
My guess is that most of the miners have no idea what they've gotten themselves into.
Should we investigate the mining town?
You and Lyris should. It's our best lead for finding the assassin. But if the miners have even an inkling of vampire activity down here, my presence might confuse the issue. I'm sure I can find something to do while you investigate the town.
Okay, sounds good. Do you have something specific in mind?
I'll keep out of sight and check the surrounding area while you and Lyris investigate the town. Meet me on the far side of town when you're finished, and we'll compare notes.
Okay. So you mentioned that your research included the Blackreach legends. Anything we should know?
Most of the legends are superstitious nonsense. It was once supposedly ruled by the dwarves, though. If that's true, we'll see their ruins. There are also a lot of tales about monsters. Pale, feral humanoids, giant insects. Be on your guard.
Alright. Well, who could have imagined a city, an active city, lay beneath Skyrim in Blackreach? Next episode, we'll explore this mysterious city and try to uncover why Pentarch Corb's map drew us here. Are there vampires and witches down below? We'll soon find out. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.